So we all love training, and if you don't, then you've probably found the wrong channel, and that's a little bit awkward. So in that case, see you later. Anyway, for those that do like training, like me, whatever muscle group I train, I get enjoyment from it. But there's one session I count down the days for, and that is a push session. And today is push.
And we've got a special guest today, and he's a special guest because
it's Mac's birthday. Happy birthday, bro. So the best way to wish him a happy birthday, comment happy birthday Gaz, not Mac, Gaz. That's his certified name. So also, yeah, subscribe to the channel because that's also the best way to wish him a happy birthday. Ain't that right?
That is right.
I paid him to say that.
So the plan is now we are going to B&M to get some pre-workout because I've run out, and then we're gonna come back to the home gym, train push, hit some PRs, and attempt, keyword there being attempt, to get absolutely massive. See you there. So, just warming up. Hands are currently absolutely freezing, and I don't know why, because it's not even that cold outside. But anyway, first exercise doing the pause bench press, something I've never programmed in to any of my programs before, but I'll talk about why I programmed that in maybe a little bit later in the video, and I'll talk about what is the best exercise to develop your chest, because that's kind of like a common question, I think. So we'll warm up, do our top sets, and then I'll delve into, you know, what I just spoke about. So top sets, let's go. So that's top sets done. You got?
So I got 77 for 8 reps.
And I got 97 kilos for 8 plus 1. Adding a pause makes a massive, massive difference. So we'll do some back offs, and then I'm going to talk to you a little bit about, you know, what's the best exercise to develop your chest, because I said I'd do that, so I better do it.
Okay, so a quick 40-second commentary for this set. This is a back off set. 2 back off sets of a 10 to 15 rep range. This is only 87 kilos, 12 reps. So for anyone that gives a monkeys about my own personal goals and likes following my progression, so my goal is to bench 140 kilos for a single. Not that I'm a powerlifter, I just think that's a cool milestone to hit for a natural. So I did 97 for obviously 8 plus 1 pause. The goal is to get 100 for 10 pause, which obviously I'm not too far away from. I could do 100 for 10 touch and go last year. The goal is to get that for 15 this year. And last year I could do 120 for 3. And this year I want 120 for 6. That way I'll be close to that 140.
So back off sets done. Plus 1 rep from last session, which is the goal. Plus 1 rep is substantial progress, I'd say. So I'm just going to cover what is the best exercise to develop your chest. And you've got to think that it's not the best exercise, and it's kind of, you've got to think about what the muscle is responsible for. So the pec's got 2 muscles, pec major, pec minor. And the function of the pecs is adduction of the arm through horizontal flexion. So if you don't know what that is, it's basically when you bring your humerus, so your upper arm, across the midline of your body like that. That's the function of the pec. So whether you do that with a barbell bench, a dumbbell bench press, a machine press, you're doing the same movement. Obviously there's pros and cons between each exercise, but the one that's right for you is the one that you can connect the targeted muscle with and you can overload over time. Like if you get stronger with the barbell bench, but you don't with the dumbbell bench, keep the barbell bench in. You know, find one you connect with and you can get stronger with.
Next exercise is the incline press. So a top set of 6 to 9 reps, a back off set of 10 to 15 reps. So we're just going to bias the upper chest here by hitting more of the clavicular fibers from being in that incline position. Obviously, you're still going to work the whole pec, but you're just going to put more emphasis on the upper chest. So top set 6 to 9, back off set 10 to 15. So you're probably wondering why I've programmed in a pause bench press, and there's a number of reasons why I think pause benching is more beneficial than touch and go. Although I think if your goal is to build a bigger bench press, you should be doing both pause and touch and go pressing. So the main benefit for me is just that I'm able to keep my reps more consistent, and you know, there's that saying of what people say at the minute is standardizing your reps, and it is important to make sure your execution for each rep is the same, so that way you're not cheating progress. But to be honest, out of all the benefits for me for pause benching, the main thing for me is that I'm able to keep tight through the whole set, like resetting myself between each rep it's allowing me to stay tight, whereas when you do a touch and go, I think it's easier for your form to break down because you're going through the reps a little bit faster. So I do think, you know, a pause bench is a lot better for stability.
That's incline presses done. The last press to do is a vertical press, which I think is a weakness out of all my pressing. Not that it's like completely poverty, but I think it lacks in comparison to my horizontal presses. So this rotation of push A, I do a seated barbell press as my third exercise, and on my push B rotation, I do an overhead standing shoulder press. So there is a PR coming on that other lift in my next video. Like, I'm saying that with so much confidence, like I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, you got this.
Here we go. Oh. Yes. Here we go.
Quick 30-second voiceover, not to tell you how to perform an exercise, because I feel like I'm doing that every 2 minutes and I get a little bit self-conscious. Like, some people probably know what they're doing. It might get a little bit annoying me telling them how to do something. So yeah, this part of the video, this quick voiceover, is just to remind you to please drop this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment in the comment section. I want to know if you're in the gyms training right now, or if you're training at home. I want to know what your goals are. I'd like to hear from the people that watch my videos, because I'm actually very interested.
So we just finished push downs, 4 sets of 10 to 15 reps, really focusing on the metabolic stress component of hypertrophy. So we're only resting 60 to 90 seconds each set. With my compounds, I usually like to rest 3 to 5 minutes, because I'm a firm believer in getting the most out of each set. After doing them sets, now doing 3 sets of skull crushers, trying to hit that long head of the triceps. So that's the biggest head of the triceps. If you want to hit that long head, what you're going to do is do something overhead, because the triceps also responsible for shoulder extension as well as elbow extension. So yeah, 3 sets, 10 to 15 reps again, drop set on the last one just to pump a bit more blood into the muscle. Last exercise, dumbbell lateral raises. Personally, I prefer these with a cable, but you know, I ain't got a cable, so it's dumbbells we're doing. So with these, I feel like I'm just repeating all, like, you know, advice for each exercise. I must have spoke about lateral raises so many times, but you just got to think about keeping your scapula depressed and moving the weight out. I feel like a lot of people, when they do lateral raises, end up just engaging a lot of traps because they don't keep their scapula depressed, so they engage a lot of traps, or they kind of, instead of thinking about moving the weight out, they end up kind of like putting too much of a bend in their elbow, and they end up kind of moving the weight up like that rather than out. So if you're moving the weight like that, you're just going to engage a lot of front delt, a lot of anterior delt. So think about abducting the arm rather than just bringing the weight up. Come on. Yes. The last couple of reps, partials, come on. Let's go. More. More. Yes, more. Yeah, good. That's a good way to get more out of your set. Getting the most out of the length and range of the medial delt. So when you can no longer do a full range of motion, drop into partials, and that's really going to get a little bit more out of the delt. It's a way of just like overloading, because when it's a small muscle group like your biceps, it's harder to move more load each week. So little like intensity methods like partials, drop sets, things like that, it's a good way to overload. So it's a good session. Hit a couple of PRs. Quite happy with my pause bench, to be honest. 97 for what I get, 8 plus 1, which is good. Like, my goal is to get 100 for 10. Currently on the way to get some food, by the way. So yeah, I had a good session. Obviously, birthday PRs for you. Like, Mac hits PRs every session when he trains with me, because he doesn't normally track his lifts. So
it's true.
So obviously he's hit some PRs today, which is good. Yeah, all round good session. I hope that some of you have been able to take something away from the video, whether it's just some kind of form tip or, you know, whatever. As long as you enjoyed the video, that's the main thing. And if you've not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe and like the video. I ain't got anything to add, have you?
No.
Remember to say happy birthday to Mac in the comments. That's another must.
That's me.
Yeah, that's Gaz. Mac, aka Gaz. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe, tell your mum, dad, cat, brother, sister, auntie, everyone you know. See you later.